Okay, Mr. Sarthak, we'll start the word problem first. So what should be added to 6, 7 by 15? What should be added to 6, 7 by 15? What should be added here to get 8, 1 by 5? Mr. Sarthak, how should I do it? Mr. Sarthak, how should I do it?
So first we have to subtract 6, 7 by 15 with 8, 1 by 5.
Now, while subtracting, what number should I write first? Should I write 8, 1 by 5 or should I write 6, 7 by 15?
So 8, 1 by 5.
Mr. Sarthak, when you look at these numbers, when you look at this number and you look at this number, which is the bigger number?
So 8, 1 by 5.
Correct. So this is a bigger number. The first thing to understand is that you should be able to make out the bigger number. So if I want to find this answer, what I need to do is I need to subtract 6, 7 by 15 from 8, 1 by 5. Satya, is it correct? Karthik, is it
So,
correct?
but I didn't understand.
Acha, you didn't understand the question? Okay. What should be added to 6, 7 by 15 to get 8, 1 by 5? So this question, for example, if this question was, what should be added to 6 to get 8? Satya, now have you understood?
Yes.
So what should be added to 6 to get 8? Can I write this as 6 plus something is equal to 8?
Yes, sir.
So what should be this?
2.
2. How did you get 2?
Because 6 plus 2 is 8.
Because
And 8.
I'm sorry, you subtracted 8 minus 6. Have you understood?
Okay, yes.
So whatever was on the right hand side, whatever was, see, RHS means right hand side, right hand side, right hand side of equation. So whenever there is an is equal to, there is an equation. So this part is called right hand side and this part is called left hand side. Mr. Sarthak, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
So the left hand side, left hand side means, so the first thing that you need to understand is that this, whenever there is an is equal to, it forms the equation. Now this part which is on the left is called the left hand side and this part which is on the right is called the right hand side. Satya, have you understood?
Yes.
So if I want to find this, what do I do? I subtract left hand side. I subtract left hand side from right hand side. Satya, have you understood?
Yes.
So similarly, now the same logic is the logic which we applied in this question is the logic which we can apply in this question also. Satya, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
So what should be added to 6, 7 by 15 to get 8, 1 by 5? Then what I need to do is I need to find this. If I need to find this, same logic, I need to subtract the left hand side from the right hand side, which means 8, 1 by 5 minus 6, 7 by 15. Satya, is there still a doubt?
No, sir, I didn't write.
Satya, have you understood?
No, sir.
You haven't understood. What exactly did you not understand?
What you told for that I understood, but later what you started doing that I didn't understand.
Okay. How will you calculate what should be added to 17 to get 25. How will you write this? 17 plus something is equal to 25. Satya, have you understood?
Yes.
So what will be this something?
8
How did you calculate this?
or 25 minus 7.
So if I write 1 2 by 3 plus something is equal to 2 1 by 5, what will be this question mark?
So I'm not getting how to do it in fraction.
Acha, you don't know how to calculate mixed fractions.
No, sir.
You okay? You have a doubt about this? Okay, 1 second. I'll explain it to you. What are mixed fractions? Will take some time. Okay. So, Mr. Satya, look
Yes,
at
sir.
look at this question. 7 7 by 8. So usually in your book it will be written as 7 7 by 8. Have you seen such?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The way, so this is called a mixed fraction. Mixed fraction because there is a number and there is a fraction. Have you understood this?
Yes.
So 7 7 by 8, the trick to write this in the form of an improper fraction. Now what is an improper fraction? An improper fraction is something like 25 by 17 or 5 by 2 or 7 by 3. These are improper fractions. And a proper fraction is 3 by 4, 5 by 7, 8 by 11. These are improper fractions. These are proper fractions. Mr. Satya, have you understood?
Yes.
So if I now this is a mixed fraction. So these are the three kind of fractions that we have. We have a mixed fraction, we have an improper fraction, and we have a proper fraction. Is there a doubt?
No, sir.
So when I have a mixed fraction, how do I make an improper fraction out of this? The trick is in the initial few questions, what you can do is you can put a multiply here and a plus here. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
So what this means is I'll multiply 7 and 8. The answer that I will get is 56. I need to add 7 to 56. Mr. Sarthak, the answer would be
61.
63 upon 8. Mr. Satya, have you understood? Mr. Satya, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
So, for example, I'll give you another example. Let us assume we'll take a smaller number, 2, 3 by 4. So, Mr. Satya, what I need to do is I need to,
Multiply 2, then it will be 8 and plus 3.
have you understood now?
Yes.
Okay. What will be the answer for this?
8 plus 3. 11 upon 4.
This is the same number. Okay. If the number was like this, what will be the answer?
13 upon 5.
What will be the answer?
23 upon 3.
What will be the answer?
19 upon 5.
Mr. Sarthak, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, Satya, have you now understood proper fractions, improper fractions, and mixed fractions?
Yes, sir.
So for example, 6 7 by 15, how can I write an improper fraction out of this? You can just tell,
1 second, sir. Can
you
I
can,
just calculate it?
no. Just tell me, don't calculate. Just tell me how to do it. Don't calculate.
So 6 into 15 plus 7.
So you do 6 into 15 plus 7 upon 15. Is it correct?
Yeah.
How will you write this as an improper fraction?
8 into 5 plus 1. So 8 into 5 plus 1 upon 5.
Okay. Now both of you calculate this and tell me the answer. So the first one is
97 by 15.
Satya, have you got the same answer?
Yeah, sir, I told you first.
And what is the second one?
41 upon 5.
Mr. Sarthak?
So I've got the same answer.
41 by 5. So now, can I write the question mark as 41 by 5 minus 97 by 15? Mr. Sarthak, is it correct?
So 97 by 15 will be before 41 by 5, right?
What? Is there a doubt?
No, sir.
Satya, do you have a doubt?
No, sir.
See, if there is a doubt, I'll explain it to you again. So whenever you get questions like these, one second. Whenever you get a question like these, because see, in I think in sixth class also, you will be forming equations. So it is a good time to understand how the equations are formed, because then the things become very simpler. So Mr. Sarthak, let us try to understand that what is the question trying to say. So what should be added to 6 7 by 15 to get 8 1 by 5? So there is something that I need to add to 6 7 by 15. I should add something here, and I should get 8 1 by 5. Mr. Sarthak, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, to get the formula of this question mark, the formula is simple. It is right hand side minus left hand side. Mr. Sarthak, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
RHS, LHS. You need to understand this. This is the right hand side. Right hand side. This is the left hand side. Is there a doubt?
No, sir.
Now the right hand side is 8 1 by 5, and the left hand side is 6 7 by 15. Mr. Sarthak, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
Mr. Satya, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
See, this question can, see, please try to understand. They can also modify this question. They can also write this as, you need to be very clear about this. And that is why I'm spending some time on it. Please try to understand that this question can be modified as, is modified like this. What should be added to 8 1 by 5 to get, what was the number? What was this number? 6 7 by 15.
To be subtracted by.
Yeah, Mr. Sarthak, we need to understand that if the question was like this, what should be added to 8 1 by 5 to get 6 7 by 15? Then my equation would be, Mr. Sarthak, what should be added to 8 1 by 5 to get 6 7 by 15? Mr. Sarthak, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
Mr. Satya, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
See, what I'm trying to tell you is that I can also write it like what should be added to 8 to get 6. Mr. Sarthak, what will be the answer, Mr. Sarthak?
So -2.
This will be my answer because 8 plus -2 is equal to 6. Mr. Satya, is there a doubt?
No.
So, for example, for this question, if I have to make an equation, my equation would be 8 plus something would be 6. Then something would be right hand side minus left hand side. 6 minus 8. And 6 minus 8 is -2. Mr. Satya, is there a doubt?
No.
Mr. Sarthak, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
So you should be able to make such equations because the question can vary. So be very clear. What should be added to this to get this? So 6 7 by 15 plus something would be equal to 8 1 by 5. So something would be equal to right hand side minus left hand side is equal to 8 1 by 5 minus 6 7 by 15. Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
8 1 by 5 is 41 by 5 minus 6 7 by 15 is 97 by 15. Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Mr. Sarthak, how can I solve this?
So now we have to find the LCM of the denominators.
Prakash. Mr. Satya, you know how to make LCMs? Take LCMs?
I know LCM, but not with fraction.
Okay. So it is very simple. So for example, when I have to solve this, I'll write 41 by 5 as, so what, see, I need to find the LCM of 5 and 15 first, Mr. Satya. So when I have to find the LCM of 5 and 15, Mr. Satya, what would be the LCM of 5 and 15?
It can be 5.
Mr. Satya,
With the
Mr. Satya, how do we find LCMs?
sir, no, but I don't know in this way.
Yes, sir, I know. You don't know the LCM, you don't know how to calculate fractions, but do you know to find how to LCM of 5 and 15? You can use any method that you like. Can you find LCM of 5 and 15?
So once.
Mr. Satya, let's find the LCM of 5 and 15. Now see how do I do it. So the common fraction of 5, the common factor of 5 and 15 would be, what is that number which is able to divide both 5 and 15?
5.
5. So 5 1 the 5 and 5 3 the 15. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Now I only have 1 and 3. So what I do is, there is the only common factor is 1. Except 1, there is no other common factor. So what I do is I ignore this and I divide 3 by 3 and the answer that I get is 1. Mr. Satya, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
So the LCM would be 5 into 3 is equal to 15. Is there a doubt?
No, sir.
So the LCM of 5 and 3 would be 15. Mr. Sarthak, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Satya, there is something called equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. I'll try to explain it to you. What are equivalent fractions? One second. Equivalent fractions. So, for example, I have a fraction 2 by 7. I can multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number. Any number that I like. Satya, are you seeing what I'm doing?
Yes, sir.
The fraction remains the same. See, I'm not changing the fraction. This fraction would remain the same. But what I am doing is, I'm multiplying the numerator and the denominator by the same number. And that number can be anything. Have you understood?
Yes.
So for example, 2 by 7. You can even multiply 2 and 7 by, let us assume you multiply the numerator and denominator by 100. So the answer that you will get, the answer that you will get, the answers that you will get, these are called equivalent fractions. Satya, is there a doubt?
No.
So basically, what I'm trying to tell you is, that 2 by 7 can be written as 6 by 21, can be written as 10 by 35, can be written as 14 by 49, can be written as 200 by 700, and all these fractions, they are equivalent to this fraction. Mr. Sarthak, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
Mr. Satya, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
So, Mr. Satya, for example, you have a fraction like 3 by 4. So, what? Tell me the 5 equivalent fractions. Can you tell me 5 equivalent fractions?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sarthak, can you tell me 5 equivalent fractions? You can take some time and tell me.
Yes, sir. 6 by 8, 9 by 12, 30 by 40, 300 by 400, and 3000 by 4000.
Array, Mr. Sarthak, I am not a computer, so you have to go slowly. 6 by 8,
9 by 12,
9 by 12,
30 by 40.
50 by 40,
So 30 by 40,
30 by 40,
300 by 400,
300 by 400. Okay,
and 3000 by
3000 by
4000.
Shabash. Mr. Satya,
Sir, but I got, so I think it is wrong. I got something else.
yeah, absolutely. You can have infinite number of equivalent fractions. It doesn't matter. What have you got?
Okay, so 6 upon 8,
Yeah,
9 upon 12,
9 upon 12,
12 upon 16,
12 upon 16,
15 upon 20.
15 upon 20. Satya, have you understood the logic?
Is this correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then
See,
I understand.
please try to understand. I can have another set of numbers like, let us say, I multiply the numerator and denominator by 7. Then I can multiply the numerator and denominator by 12. I can multiply the numerator and denominator by 15.
So,
Yes, sir.
so how is it 15 by 20?
15 by 20. Is it incorrect? Mr. Satya, can you check?
What, sir?
Can you check whether this is the equivalent fraction or not? 15 by 20.
Yes, sir, one second.
Can you check?
Sir, I think it is correct.
Mr. Sarthak, is it correct or not?
So just a second, I'll check again.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's correct only.
Correct. So all these are equivalent fractions. Mr. Satya, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
I can write infinite number of equivalent fractions. Nobody can stop me. Till the time they reduce to this mother fraction. Have you understood? This is the mother fraction. So this would be 3 by 4, this would be 3 by 4, this would be 3 by 4, this would be 3 by 4. All of these should cancel and we should get 3 by 4. Mr. Satya, have you understood?
Yes.
Is there a doubt?
No, sir.
So this mother fraction has all these equivalent fractions. And whatever you can make any equivalent fraction that you like, but it should reduce to the mother fraction. So let us try to do this again. 6, 7 by 15 plus something is equal to 8, 1 by 5. Something would be equal to 8, 1 by 5 minus 6, 7 by 15. This is equal to 41 by 5 minus 97 by 15. Mr. Sarthak, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Satya, when we need to subtract these fractions, you need to understand that we need to find the LCM of the denominator. LCM of denominators. Satya, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
So the denominators are 5 and 15, and the LCM that I got was, Mr. Sarthak,
15.
15. Now, Mr. Satya, what you need to understand is that 41 by 5 and 97 by 15, they should be reduced to a fraction whose denominator is 15. Mr. Satya, have you understood?
Yes.
Now, the good thing is that 97 by 15 has already, its denominator is already 15. So I need not change the equivalent fraction of 97 by 15. Mr. Satya, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
I need to write 41 by 5 as something upon 15. Mr. Satya, what should be this something? Mr. Sarthak,
Yes, sir.
what should be this something?
3.
Sorry?
3.
Okay.
So 41 into 3.
123.
Just figure it out. Mr. Sarthak, is there a doubt?
Sir, I thought you were asking for 41 into.
Okay.
We didn't write 3.
Hold on. Is it clear?
Yes.
So I can write 41 by 5 as 123 by 15. Mr. Satya, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
Therefore, the answer would be, Mr. Sarthak?
26 by 15.
123 minus 97 on 15 is equal to 26 by 15. Very nice, Mr. Sarthak. Excellent. Mr. Satya, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
Mr. Satya, we'll do another question so that you don't have any doubt.
So we have to convert it to mixed fraction also, right?
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. Your teacher will tell you whether she wants it in mixed fraction or not. What has she told you?
So she has told us that you have to convert improper fractions to mixed fraction level.
ठीक है, not an issue, not an issue. Satya,
Yes, sir.
Satya, one second. Mr. Satya, what you need to do is, and this will help you a lot. I've made a lot of videos regarding addition and subtraction of. See, these are the integer problems. These are finding LCM and HCF of numbers. But then, can you go through these videos also? Introduction to fractions, equivalent fractions,
Okay, sir.
multiplication of fractions, addition and subtraction of fractions, plotting fractions on number line. All these videos about fractions. Will you be able to do that?
Yes.
So you can spend some time because we have done it in detail with Mr. Sarthak. So you can go through all these videos, especially which have these fractions. Is there a doubt, Mr. Satya?
No, sir.
These videos have a lot of practice problems. So these will be very helpful for you. Okay. I'll do another example of addition and subtraction. For example, 2 by 4 minus 3 by 6. So first I'll have to find the LCM of the denominator. Mr. Satya, have you understood?
Yes.
So what will be the LCM?
You can write 2
Okay.
and then you can do 1. Okay. Then 1. 3 and then 1 is 1.
So the LCM would be
2 into 2, 4. 4 plus 3.
so basically Satya, what I need to do is I need to find an equivalent fraction of 2 by 4 whose denominator is equal to 12. And I need to find equivalent fraction of 3 by 6 whose denominator is 12. Satya, have you understood?
Yes.
The trick is multiply this by 3, multiply this by 3, you will get 6 here. Multiply this by 2, multiply this by 2, you will get 6 here. Have you understood?
Yes.
Is there a doubt?
No, sir.
So my answer would be 6 by 12 minus 6 by 12 is equal to, Mr. Sarthak?
So 0 by 12.
0 by 12 would be equal to, Mr. Satya?
0 by 12. It will be 0 upon 0.
You can note it down. 0 by anything is equal to 0. Mr. Sarthak, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
But Mr. Sarthak, two things that you need to understand. that this anything can't be 0. So 0 upon 0 is not equal to 0. Mr. Sarthak, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, anything upon 0 is not equal to 0.
Okay, sir.
Mr. Satya, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
So first now, this is the first thing that you need to remember. This is the second thing that you need to remember. This is the third thing that you need to remember. Usually in 6th, 7th, 8th, I think you will only find fractions like 0 upon 15 or 0 upon 18 or something. And the answer for all these is 0. Mr. Sarthak, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
Mr. Satya, is there a doubt?
No, sir.
So Mr. Satya, homework for you is go to is equal to Shiva. There you will find this class 6 playlist. In this class 6 playlist, do all videos which have fractions in them. Mr. Satya, is there a doubt?
No, sir.